I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Sure enough.
Oh, you know I am. This is Tim's New York Giants Straight Talk, powered by Online Big Blue LLC. Want to talk about Mike Kafka. Want to talk about the new Giants offensive line coach. Just want to talk about all these things going on in Giant land in general, because it's just not good still. And I look at Twitter and I just think,
I don't have the energy for you today.
I just don't have the energy for Twitter anymore, man, because it's just so asinine, some of the things that you see on there and some of the things people talk about. So we're not even going to get into that. But I want to talk about the rumors that Mike Kafka is unhappy. Oh no, Mike Kafka is unhappy. He may want out of New York. We raised $1.98 to get Isaac Yiadom out of town to buy him a bus ticket. I still have that $1.98. So I'm kind of hoping and I'm kind of thinking that maybe we can give that to Mike Kafka. Sorry. But there's evidently some problems that have been boiling over, especially after the Giants fired Wink and the special teams coach as well. Now Jordan Ron, I don't remember what his name is. He's saying that that he's just not unhappy. He's just not happy. That Mike Kafka is just not happy. He doesn't like the blunt eruptions of Brian Daboll. He doesn't like it, at the head that he keeps, that he keeps being interrupted by Daboll. He keeps being changed. Daboll changes his mind. He lets other people call the plays. Then Daboll calls the plays. And more or less, he is just displeased with the whole situation over the last couple weeks over at East Rutherford. He's interviewing for head coaching jobs. Good luck with that. If you hire Mike Kafka as a head coach, you are a fucking moron. I'm sorry. If he is displeased with what's going on now after his offense has sucked for 2 years.
Are you a big man? Huh? I'm talking to you.
What?
You wake up in the morning, you say, I put on my big boy pants. Look, I'm wearing a belt. I got big boy pants on.
Yeah, the Giants are dysfunctional, but you got to put on your big boy pants, Mike Kafka. You have done nothing to prove yourself in this league right now. You are the passing coordinator for Patrick Mahomes. You came over here and you basically have run a very similar offense to Jason Garrett, and even though nobody wants to talk about it. You basically running a very similar offense, a very bland vanilla offense, and you haven't been calling your play calling at times has been I would say confusing at best. And you're not happy? You want to go? Well, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord splits you, because you're not going to be missed. I'll sit there. Kafka's gone. He's gone. He's finally gone. Getting rid of Kafka and getting rid of Daniel Jones would just make my week. It would just make my week. It would just make my month. It would just make everything so exciting, so happy. And I can't even tell you that, because, like I said, who has he cultivated? In reference to Kafka, who has he cultivated? Who has he turned around and made a better player offensively? Was it Darren Waller? Was it Wandale Robinson? Who? Just someone just point out who you could sit there and say, well, Mike Kafka has really risen to the task and has really shown a great progression in helping this player become better at what he does. Nobody. Nobody. And then we hit the Giant rumor mill once again. Oh, that our Carmen, our new offensive line coach, who is going to be the best offensive line coach since Mark Colombo and Bobby Johnson, because every time we bring in anyone, they're the greatest coach ever. Evidently, he wasn't a favorite of the Raiders players. According to several sources, that he wasn't a favorite among the players in Las Vegas. There was questions about his coaching techniques. You know what? It was interesting. Like I said, he is just one of those guys that was such a great coach that the Raiders looked at it and said, yeah, okay, goodbye. And now you find out that the coaching staff is pretty much going to be under Antonio Pierce again. So there was really no rush to hold on to him. And now there's rumblings that, let's see here. The guy's also given up 75 sacks combined over the last 2 seasons, including 35 during his first year with the team. So that means he gave up 40 last year, which was tied for 9th fewest in the league. But like I said, it's just one of those things that you have this coach, you have this rumbling, and then you think to yourself, what was the purpose of him leaving? I mean, what really spurned the fact that more likely you knew you were going to bring back Antonio Pierce. You want to keep some continuity in your coaching staff, but at the end of the day, you turn around and you just get rid of him. Oh my God. You know what's funny? I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it, and I did it.
I don't have the energy for you today.
I looked at Twitter. And now people are finally under the rationalization and realization that maybe our salary cap situation isn't the best that it should be at. Oh my goodness. There is just so much drama within this organization. And I love it because the best thing out of everything was I got my invoice for my season tickets the other day. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, do I really want to renew again for this train wreck? Because I'm just not seeing it, man. I wish I could see it. I wish I could sit there and tell you that it's gonna get better. I mean, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you're looking for a different result, we all know what that's the definition of. I keep seeing that Ryan Poles also came out and mentioned that there are 5 teams that contacted him in reference to the first round pick and rest of the first overall pick. Or there's rumors that he has been contacted by numerous teams, or 5 teams, and the Giants are one of those teams. But also the rumors say the Eagles, which are not going to they're not going to trade for the first overall pick. There's a couple other players a couple other teams looked at, and you're like, well, this really doesn't make sense why they would even be calling Ryan Poles about this. But I want to take it all with a grain of salt because I want the Giants to get that pick because I want the Giants to get Caleb Williams. I want them to be bold. Be different and have mighty forces come to their aid. Oh, it's going to be a fun season. Hopefully the off season turns around and gets a little bit better. We're going to have the big stream on Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, as always, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ring that bell because you want to know why. That'd be awesome.